If you bored, then stop complaining. Tap into Slightlee daily. Pods and blogs and playlists. Everyday entertainment. Slightly to the daily. Slight to the lead to the. If you bored, then stop complaining. Tap into Slightlee daily. Pods and blogs and playlists. Everyday entertainment. Slightly to the daily. Slight to the lead to the daily.
Welcome back to the Slightly Daily Podcast. This is episode number 48.
Oh, yeah.
It's lit. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're there. It's a beautiful day. We're here. It's live. I got a guest with me, Dalton. He's back for the second
Thank you,
time.
man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Dalton Messenger. This is the second time. First time being here alone by himself. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man.
To get a
have to
friend
show
in
some
here.
love, man. I have to appreciate you, providing the platform, man.
That's
You know what I mean? 'Cause
ultimately what I'm trying to do to just anybody, really.
Tell
Just
you, man.
to show people, hey man, look, you want to come be on video or
Right,
something?
right, man. Come, speak your mind, man. Inform people, man. Like, use whatever you do. Use it for good, man. Not just for like your own advantage. But
I also want to say this too, what you said about informing people. That's very important, but also I think it's important for people to just come and chat about just anything.
yeah, for sure.
Like, it doesn't always have to be like, all right, let's talk about just
Politics.
Politics. No, man, like, let's cut up.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Let's fucking,
For sure. Because
let's have some fun.
you got to learn to have fun. Yeah, you got to, man. You got to, Especially at a time
pass me
like
that
now,
lighter?
man.
You pass me that lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I also wanted to. So I had Monte and Psalms come on here, and I wanted to be tasteful and get a black person's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As a white person, kind of represent the white people in a way. Hey, let's listen.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
This what we're doing like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they don't want us doing this.
No, they don't, bro.
they do not.
The whole reason that I did that what I'm trying to do right now, man, is to just kind of start a dialogue, bro. I feel like stuff is so tense right now for no reason. Like, people are scared to even just talk or share an opinion.
Yeah.
Like, white people, they just might be ignorant.
Yeah.
They might just not, and I don't say ignorant in necessarily a negative way, but they might just not know.
Yeah, well, see, like,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of people, they think they got like something to do with it, okay? But like, how this situation became like from a long, long time ago, but like they didn't really have anything to do with like the initial impact of all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like of why we're even here, why we started like this country from the get-go. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, even me, like didn't even have a part of that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like we got to learn from that so we don't like repeat history.
And there's that saying, history repeats itself, man. Well, does it always though? Does it always have to?
Man, if we don't learn,
I'm good, thank you.
because like, man, this is one thing, like, and this is why I believe like history repeats itself, right? Because like as humans, like we're like creatures of like habit, right? Like you got your habits and I got my habits every day, whether you think you do or not. Like you have like your habits that you do every day throughout your life. And so since there were actually humans that created this system that we're in,
Yeah.
they got like their habits, they got the same tricks that they've been doing. You know what I mean? It's the same hat, that they pulling tricks out of.
Yes, bro. And I mean, I can't sit here and act like I know what it's like to be a black person, or act like I know how you feel, like how a black person feels today, but I can try and be empathetic and like listen,
Mm-hmm.
That's all that I feel like. That's all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Not try. I've made in my last Instagram post, I put in the comments, white people, let's stop trying to be right or make a point. Let's just listen, Stop trying to make a point.
Yeah, because like what gets me is like, I mean, like amazes me, like if somebody says like Black Lives Matter, and then it's like, no, all lives matter. It's like, yeah, they do. You know what I
You're
mean?
right.
All lives do matter.
But black people don't feel like
just
their life
'cause-
matters.
Just because like somebody says that doesn't, you know what I mean, minimalize everything else that you
Facts.
can think of under the sun. You
Look,
know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
do. And look,
that
man,
shit's
up
crazy.
until recently, man, I said this at the end of the last episode we did. I didn't understand the Black Lives Matter movement. I really didn't, because when it came to that, I mean, let's say debate, quote unquote, I was like, I thought that all lives matter was the right thing to say.
Mhm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's just me, and like I'm just being honest. Like
Mhm.
that, whenever I heard that, I was like, wait, is it like trying to say that black people are better than everyone?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Does that
right,
make
right.
sense?
It does make sense.
And
It
I was
does
like,
make
hold on, I
sense.
feel like that's defeating the purpose. But now I get it.
Yeah,
I understand it now, and I
Yeah.
can like say that, like I can swallow my pride and say, man,
Mhm.
I was wrong at one point in my life. You know?
Yeah, and you know, it takes a lot of guts, man, to do that, because we all like we all want to know it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
it's our
and some
ego.
people can't do that. They can't like downgrade and to upgrade. You know what I mean? They can't do that. But yeah, man, with like the Black Lives Matter thing, man, I look at it as like the systematic oppression. You know what I mean? With the laws and like regulations and stuff. You know what I mean? Like we know about like the Jim Crow laws and stuff like that.
That was in our
but
grandparents' lifetime.
yeah, man, you know what I mean? And that doesn't single out anyone else but, you know, black
Yeah.
people. So I mean, it's like the laws and regulations, you know what I mean, that's going on like right now, man. Did you know, like, speaking of just like laws, so like we had like the Jim Crow like back then, and
Just
then
50, 60 years ago.
yeah, like 50, 60 years ago, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because like we still having riots like to this day. And like I actually learned, man, that like banks make money, banks aka the government make money through police brutality. Okay.
What?
And let me break it down, man, because like with now you can get insurance for a police brutality bond. Okay, so you can pay like insurance just in case, you know what I mean, you get locked up for protesting peacefully.
Okay.
All right.
And the bank's paying that.
That's right. They loan it to these insurance companies because these insurance companies, man, like they're not even able to get enough money to put the bonds up for these people. So yeah,
No,
so
I'm
I mean, we know how like these insurance companies like make money like already. So like you get people to put money into insurance, just like car insurance. You feel
That-
me? Have you ever had a wreck?
Personally, no. I'd want to knock on wood.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna
But-
knock on wood too, but I
but
want to
yeah.
say most people don't, and that's why Allstate advertises that the safer driver gets the cheaper
The cheaper plan.
rate or plan. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because most people in their lifetime don't have a wreck, or it's like maybe one or two. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you got people that wreck, but I'm talking like majority, okay? And so that's how insurance companies make their money, is for people that never wreck. All right?
Yeah.
But they're paying like who knows how
Yeah.
much throughout their whole lifetime.
So let me ask you this about that insurance policy. How widely used is that? You know?
So
You
like
know what I'm saying? Like, are people really just out here? So explain it to me if you don't
I
mind.
got some stats right here, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, just let me ask you this real quick. So this is insurance for, like, say you wanted to get, you're like, all right, I'm about to file insurance and say, all right, I'm about to go on this protest and I'm about to pay the bank. So if something happens to me, I can get out of jail, or I can.
Well, I'm gonna pay my insurance, but let's say like
Okay.
the insurance only had enough to cover me.
Yeah.
But both me and you wanted to, they would
Yeah.
have to go to the bank to get money for
Right.
you.
Okay.
You feel what I'm
and
saying?
the bank's just profiting because you paid the bank
Right,
first.
because the bank puts interest on it.
Yeah.
All right. The bank puts interest on that money, so that's money that they're making off that bond. Plus, we know how the insurance companies make their money. How I just like explained, because most people go out and protest and don't get
And
arrested,
get hurt.
but they still paying that money. monthly.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Damn.
So like,
So yeah, give me the statistics. You were
so
talking
like, I got right here, like in Los Angeles, bro, from 2004 to 2017. They issued out 71 million $71 million in bonds. Okay.
about. Okay. Just in Los Angeles.
Just in LA.
Okay, that's a big city.
Yes. Just in LA is 71
Yeah.
million in bonds with $18 million in interest. So like, you know, these people are paying for the bond, you know, because you know how a bond works. Like they lend you the money and you pay it back. And so the people are paying for that $71 million plus the $18 million in interest.
$100 million.
Yeah, 89 million. Okay,
Yeah,
and that's
89
from
million.
2004 to 2017. Okay, now like look at here in Chicago. All right,
Okay.
where like the crime is up and like there's
Yeah.
more protests going on. So this is from 2010 to 2017. Okay, $704 million granted for bonds
Jesus.
with $1 billion in interest.
So that's plus.
That's more than the
Yeah.
initial bond. Yeah, so that's like
So it's almost
that's like
$2 billion.
Advanced Financial doing like 150% interest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Holy
saying?
fuck.
Yeah, so they did that, and then so
these policies are the protest policy, the protest insurance policies.
that's right. So that's how that's
my
how
God,
banks get
I see what
money
you're
from
saying.
police brutality
I-
because at the end of the day, the police officers, you know, they're not getting penalized, and then the banks are making money.
They're
The
like, oh yeah,
insurance
just
is
keep it
making
going.
money.
Let's keep it going because
Just Chicago, 1.7 billion. You know what I mean? That's the taxpayers. That's me and you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's like paying that money for like these protests. So like it's really not smart to like go out there and like burn up your damn neighborhood
Look,
and shit.
I'm
you
glad.
know what I mean?
I'm glad you made that statement because I wanted to ask you this: how you felt about the riots. I also want to get into this too. I got a couple things I've thought about the riots, but I want to ask you: is it okay? Do you think, in your opinion, do you think it's okay for a protest to turn into a riot and looting starts to happen?
Man, I like
You know,
understand.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand people
'Cause
get emotional.
I don't understand that personally, and I'm trying to get it. You
Yeah.
because I don't know everything.
Yeah.
You know, because from my standpoint, I'm like, all right, whoa,
Yeah.
you're taking. All right, the purpose of this was marching, walking with signs because people died,
Mhm.
innocent people died.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're trying to just come up now.
Right. See,
You know,
dude,
So, yeah, what do you think about that?
There is this guy, man, this old politician. His name is like George Soros.
oh, bro.
Okay.
Dalton, how do you know about Drew? Did you see me post? I
I
posted him on my story the other day with devil horns.
You did?
Yeah.
We're on the same. We're on the
Bro,
same tip.
Let me just say this, bro. He owns Black Lives Matter.
Okay. So
And he
it's a
also-
game. So it's a game.
He
you
owns
know what I
Black
mean?
Lives Matter and Antifa. Antifa is the one starting. They're the one. Antifa's throwing the first brick.
For sure.
They're
They're getting paid to do it.
They're infiltrating the movement because they're like, no, we're on your side, bro. Fuck white supremacy, and they're just like, fuck everything.
Like just busting and then we know that most of these like looters aren't even from the city.
Yes.
So they're getting paid
They said
to like go somewhere
I
and
can't remember
like.
where Atlanta. Almost everyone who got arrested was from out of state.
Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous, bro. That's crazy. So, yeah. So he's, you can go on his like website, okay, and like.
I'm glad you brought him up, bro, because I've been doing some research.
Yeah, you can go on his website and you should try it. Yeah, I mean, but not go out there. But I'm pretty sure you can go and look. I seen
apply
this
to be
video.
a
All right,
protester.
it was definitely a secondary source, but because it was from the news. But the news had interviewed this dude, and he was talking about how he was getting rich
By
for
protesting, by getting involved.
That's right, and he was getting more money for the more people he could put together in his group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when you got, you feel me? You got George Soros telling these protesters where to go. You know what I mean? Then you can't target the buildings we're supposed to be hitting, bro. Because like, if it was up to me, we would not be burning down Gucci and Louis. Like, we would be over in Washington D.C.
I don't think we should be trying to burn the White House down. That's my personal opinion.
No, definitely.
Okay.
I'm not with looting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're like,
They need to be gathering in large gatherings in Washington.
that's
for
right.
sure.
That's right.
Which they did. Actually, today I saw something on the news. Hey, I saw something on the news about today being possibly one of the biggest protests they've had yet in Washington.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not smart to burn down your city, okay? And I bring George Soros up because I believe that he's like instigating the looting.
Yes.
Okay? He's instigating the looting. You know what I mean? And that is like not the way to protest. And guys know this because in past times, you know what I mean, we can study like MLK.
Yeah, when he died, bro, those protests, I don't want to call it a riot, but those protests is what initiated the civil rights bill, or so there was like actual legislation that came right after that.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it was called the civil rights bill.
Yeah, because they were trying to cross over to Alabama. They were just trying to walk there. And they actually had the police like sick dogs on them.
Get them.
Like right at the border. Like you can't even walk here like that. You know what I mean? So like, but he learned that you're not going to win through rioting. I mean, who in their right mind is going to go up against the U.S. military? You think you got more bullets than them?
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
you could shoot out with the police.
Yeah.
If we got like and there's actual like militia people out there who are strapped to the teeth, armed to the teeth with the same equipment that the military has and the cops have, and there's like groups of communities of these people. But I mean, dude, we don't want a civil war.
No, we don't, man, because it's not even just the weapons. You know what I mean? We gotta think of like they can change laws like overnight.
Take all of our guns away.
Yes, man. That's what I'm saying. So it's
which
like,
is bad. Look, to
like
everybody,
if you got any weapon, like
to everyone who is
violation.
anti-Second Amendment, you're wrong, man. No, like for real.
Yeah.
Yes,
man.
we talk about gun violence and stuff. This is people kill people. Guns do not kill people.
Yeah.
All right. That's like the cliche statement, but it's true.
Yeah.
Once they take the guns away, then they start busting in our homes.
That's right.
How are you gonna defend yourself?
That's right.
They're not doing that now because they know we have weapons.
That's right. That's right. And see, the Native Americans, they already know this because think of us like we're in our natural habitat.
Yeah.
Just like the natives was.
Yeah.
So like we know all like the back streets and like top of the buildings where they can't find us, or like the trees and stuff. You know what I mean? So the only way to do that, man, is you gotta take the weapons away, bro. Like. You bring them like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what they did. They had the natives fighting with them side by side, man, during the war. And then right after, they took all their weapons, you know what I mean? And that's all they're trying to do now. They're just trying to repeat history. But what I wanted to say was with MLK, man, what he did is he hit them hard in their pockets with, because he ended up having people not take the bus transport.
Oh, yeah, that fucked him up.
And that was like a big part of the economics, like in the city.
He was like, "Hey, people, just walk for like a couple weeks.
Yeah,
like,
just walk.
Just walk. It'll be okay. Get you a bike."
That's right, man. Just walk. You know what I mean? But we gotta like start getting smarter. We gotta start like growing our own food. You know what I mean? We can't be like relying like on the grocery stores.
How can we do something like that today in scale?
Man, we just
Like,
we gotta.
What is it like?
It's
like
really,
you said, growing food, yeah, but like, dude, it's real hard to not go to Kroger.
It is.
Like, say we were like, all right, we're not going
man.
grocery shopping. Well, like, I mean, I don't have land here at this apartment to go.
That's right.
I don't have land to grow chickens and cows.
Mm-hmm. I feel you. It is
so
hard.
like how what can we do? Can we not use certain social media apps? Can we not pay for certain cable subscriptions?
Well, I'm not gonna say that, because Kroger, is like a great it's a great like prototype of what could be great if it wasn't being used like for sinister stuff. And we just have like a couple bullies in America right now, that are like controlling everything that's going on. So like the knowledge is still here, like the knowledge to make good clean food and produce it to the people worldwide is here, but we just got a couple bullies, man, trying to control it.
I wish more people our age and our generation, man, would realize that. I just want people to eat smarter. Bro, I'm so like, I cook myself dinner at least 5 days a week, and I mean that shit, like, for real, bro.
Yeah.
I've almost cut fast food completely out of my diet, man. We need to stop Uber eating and drive through. We need to stop that shit, because that shit is it's so bad for you. It's like, you have to think of food as information.
Definitely.
Okay? You want to put good information in your body, okay? Because those raw vegetables that you chopped up yourself and threw in your chicken and rice meal is good information. That frozen dinner you pulled out of the freezer is bad.
Yeah, man.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day.
That's right.
So, you know, like the saying, like, oh, whenever like your granny cooks or whatever, she's like, oh, I made this with love. That's kind of like, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense, because those fast food workers don't be making that shit with love,
bro. No,
you know,
don't.
and it's super bad for you.
That's right, it is. And I think the only thing that is keeping us, like, or a lot of people just surviving off of McDonald's and shit, is because of the mental, like, they just like believe it's good, because belief will get you a long way. It'll get you a long way, but like, you will not be at your maximum capacity.
No,
you know
not
what
at
I'm
all,
saying?
man.
Like, and like you were saying, man, that's like information. That's food for your brain, like for your blood. You're fueling like yourself.
Why would you just want to shove a Big Mac? Like, you know, they're they're tasty. All right.
Right.
And think about it. All right, you know, you only got one life to live. Why not enjoy it? All right. Every once in a while, go eat you a Big Mac or some ice cream.
That's right.
But like, dude.
But those people that are eating like Big Macs right now, like, you gotta ask yourself, like, would you eat shit on a stick if it tastes good?
Yeah, exactly. Knowing that shit is not good for you.
You know what I mean? Would you eat fucking powder coated bullshit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could taste great, but that's irrelevant.
But it's actually hurting you and giving you cancer.
Like, that's irrelevant. Like, the taste is irrelevant. But I also, man, I learned that, like, sugar, man,
sugar is the
is
drug.
addictive.
Sugar is the disease too. You know who Dr. Sebi is?
Yeah.
He cured AIDS and diabetes and fucking
dude cured cancer.
Cancer.
He had like fucking 20. I don't even know why we're talking about this right now. But
we really shouldn't.
He had 20. He like he ended up bringing 20 patients back to health, man, that was diagnosed with cancer off of just raw fruit.
Yeah, dude. I watched a fucking long ass interview he did, bro, and the process that and first of all, these healing processes that he did, bro, it was like within a 2-week period.
Right.
And dude, basically all he would do is get rid of the mucus in your body. He would give you fresh spring water. That was like all you would drink. Fresh spring water, clean water. And you would just eat, like you said, certain roots.
Yeah, like
raw
fruits.
Like, you would just eat stuff from the earth. And
Yeah.
just cleanse your body. Literally, that's what he kept saying. He was just like, I would just cleanse them.
That's it. Because
Like,
he
just
was
get
so
rid of it.
smart, and it's amazing. Like, think about, you could go outside, look at the ground, and be like, man, my like lung is hurting. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
like,
Oh,
I can go and pick this herb or like
Yeah,
this
take a
fruit.
bite of it.
Yeah, and I know it's gonna like target my, my oxygen levels. You know what I mean? That's freaking crazy.
It is.
This
And
world is designed for you. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
you don't even know it.
Kanye said, there was a Instagram clip I saw of Kanye. He did an interview, I don't know, last couple years or so, and he was talking about just Mother Earth. All right, he was just talking about. Long story short, was what he was saying. He was like, dude, we can keep polluting the earth all we want. He was like, Mother Earth ain't going nowhere. We will.
Yeah, for sure.
Mother Earth is never dying.
Never, bro.
Like, it doesn't matter. And also, say we trash the planet so much that no one can live in it. A couple million years will pass and Mother Earth will have cleansed itself.
Definitely, bro.
Naturally.
Like, because with the sunlight and water, the ocean ain't going nowhere. And the sun ain't going nowhere.
People don't realize how much ocean there is. You ever seen a globe? The whole backside is the Pacific Ocean. Like,
Yes.
and what's crazy about that is we haven't even discovered we haven't even began to look at a percentage of 100% of the ocean. We
No.
haven't even discovered.
No, bro.
No, we think we just have it all. No.
That's an amazing world.
There's
down
so
there.
many little tiny islands that and there's people who have never tribes of people who have never came in contact with anyone ever.
Right. Ever.
They speak that language. They've been doing this for thousands
That's
of
right.
years.
That's right, man.
They don't even know what a white person looks
That's
like.
right, man. Like the Colombian exchange was like the only thing
Yeah,
equivalent
yeah.
now would be if like alien interaction came. That's how like
Yeah,
huge it
yeah.
was. It's like, yo, what the fuck are you?
What is this tall man? What's
What's on your face, bro?
Yeah, like what is this tall like
Dude,
pink man?
Dude, and think about animals. Animals,
Yeah.
disease, culture, all that language. It would literally be like alien interaction. Like another planet like landed here. You know what I mean? That would be like the equivalent.
Man.
But yeah, dude.
So
man, we was man, I was trying to say, oh yeah, about the how like MLK he boycotted to not like ride the buses, man,
the
and
buses.
stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
man. Like, it's like important, man, to know that we spend like a lot of revenue around November, December, and January.
holiday season.
Telling you,
Would you
man,
say it's
like,
I mean,
yes,
is that okay?
of course, yeah, like Christmas,
Yeah.
Black Friday,
Black
and then
Friday,
you got
Thanksgiving,
bro.
You got grocery stores booming.
Dude, people save up like the whole year, and they'll spend like a third of their
my
savings.
whole family's coming in town. I gotta feed a whole.
Bro, I don't even want to talk about Christmas.
And then, I was just thinking about Thanksgiving, just grocery stores, and then we talking about Christmas. We talking about
Goodness.
the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, when everyone's like some goddamn savages, and fucking pushing over kids with
That's right,
carts
man.
for a damn TV.
You know how hard it would be to like get everybody to just not do not buy. You can worship, you know what I mean, and you can celebrate Christmas, but I mean, you don't gotta go out and buy $1,000 worth of presents. Like,
Dude, I wonder
know what
why
I'm saying?
that's our culture is so materialistic, man. And I if you think about it, man, look, I'm pro capitalism. If you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty pro free market. I don't agree with socialism necessarily. It sounds good in fucking La La Land. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Everyone gets blind, and
Yeah, bro.
you get to do this, and you just, because you're a human being.
it's
like,
the easy,
I get it.
It's like
I
the
do.
easy way, yeah.
I do, but man, you got to go out here and earn this shit, bro. This isn't La La. This isn't
Yeah.
Care Bear world.
Right, because I mean, some people would rather just, like we see it now, man. We got 40 million people on unemployment. You know what I mean?
That
So,
is scary.
and they would just, I want to say a lot of them, they making more than they was
Oh,
at their
facts.
job. So like,
So
they're cool.
Oh, go.
They're like, shit. If they extended what if they extended the unemployment until 2030? How many people you think would go on unemployment? You think it would? You think it would rise, or you think it would drop?
It would definitely rise, bro.
I think
and that's
so,
what I
too.
try and tell people, man, because like there's this whole like movement of like millennials and Gen Z people who are like trying to push this democratic socialism thing, like the Bernie Sanders model.
Right.
Bro, like Bernie's a cool guy. He's a nice fella, man, but that shit don't work.
It don't. It doesn't.
And like you
And that's just
and,
social. Like we've seen socialism. If you know
it's
your
never
history,
worked. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta
and then
know
like
your
those
history,
people will be
yeah.
like, well, this isn't Germany. I'm like, bro,
not yet.
Hitler was up there like, yo, I care about you guys. Let's go ahead and just, I'm going to give you all this. And then behind his back was just fucking over all of his people.
That's right, bro.
Like, man, like you can say what you want about America, the 2020 America, but man, we got it made and we can have these kind of conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And like you also see the all cops are bad thing. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah, I used to believe that. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to believe that, but now I know that there are cops out there
who got
that
in it
are
for the right
behind the badge,
and they got in it for the right reason. They were like, dude,
That's
I
right.
really want to help people.
That's right. Because like just in that case with our boy George Floyd, like if there was one right cop there, he'd be like, "No,
He'd
fuck
be like,
y'all."
dude, chill.
He would have pushed him off of George Floyd.
And that
You
Asian
know what
dude
I'm
was just
saying?
like, step back. And
Yeah,
was just
you
like,
know what I'm saying. So
I mean,
I know that a lot of officers like got in to being
for the
into
right
the
reasons.
occupation, for that reason.
And man,
so
I disagree with that statement, but I mean,
but I'll tell
everyone.
you,
That's the beauty of America. We live in a country where hey man, you can have a different opinion.
that's right. That's right.
And we can
man.
still, I can still like you if you don't agree with me, man. Put your fucking ego to the side, bro. You don't have, and that's what I'm trying to like voice to white people. You don't have to be right, bro. You can say I was wrong. Like I said earlier about the All Lives Matter thing, dude, I was like, I didn't understand the discrepancy. I was like, dude, it's literally this. I was like, I don't know how it could be that.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, man, I get it now. All right, I was wrong, but now I'm right.
That's right. I feel you now. Yeah. But you right in the end, like.
Yeah. And it's
You know what I
okay to be
mean?
wrong, man. Stop trying to look. All right, this is something I've really been trying to. I've really just been thinking. I don't do a whole lot of tweeting about social stuff. I wanted to do all my actually talking with a face, bro. A tweet or an Instagram story, bro. You're just talking shit behind a screen.
That's right. That's
So,
right.
Look, I want to say this.
Basically, because you're not providing any like solutions.
Yeah.
You know
just
better
wanna be
than
right.
the news. Yeah,
And so I want to say this about
for sure.
my people out there who, dude, and if I would call myself, I wouldn't call myself a Democrat or a Republican, but I would lean sort of right on most issues, but I'm pretty moderate, like I think weed should be legal, that type of stuff, but I would lean more toward the right a bit, I'm right center. So I want to say this about my fucking Trump dick suckers, all right? Like my real Trumpy people. Bro, just listen to this shit, bro. No one has made this point. So you see the Trumpies making this All Lives Matter thing, and they're throwing statistics at you. Well, more white people, blah, blah, blah. All right, I got two things to say about those statistics. One, you can make any statistic look however you want with the right sample size. Okay? That's just facts.
That is facts.
Okay? You can make any graph look.
That is facts.
If you look at the graph, you were in school, they were like, oh, you can make that graph is this tall, but it's only like one more.
Yeah, it'd be like one day.
Yeah.
Like
Or like, oh, this is only one city in Montana
Yeah,
where there
yeah,
was
that
more
is-
white people. Well, there's more white
well, there's
people.
no black people.
Yeah. So, all right, my second thing.
That's
So,
so funny.
what is Trump's main agenda? Fake news. Fuck the news, which I'm all for that. fake news. He's not wrong in that disregard, and you can't convince me other way. But what is Trump? His main platform is fuck the news, fake news, bullshit. Where are these Trumpies getting their statistics from? The news. Bro, makes sense. So you think all news is fake, but you're only using statistics that
that the news is providing.
That the news is providing you. It's
Exactly.
this thing called confirmation bias. You will do anything to confirm your bias, even if you know you're wrong.
You're wrong. Yeah, I believe that's an illness.
Do you know what I'm saying, though?
I feel like it's like, yeah.
So you don't like the news, but you like the news when you see something that you like
That's
about
right.
it?
That's right. There's nothing factual about that. It just makes, like your whole,
Like,
all that is just bias. Whatever you say from now on, it's just like,
it's invalid.
yeah, you can't. How do you solidify? Like, what are you standing on? You're not standing on nothing.
And dude,
like,
that
you
blows
just,
my mind, man, because I'm not like, dude, like that makes literally zero sense.
That's right.
Your whole platform is fuck the news.
Mm-hmm.
But you're pulling, well, last year, 11% of all, like, dude, shut up.
on,
Like,
man.
dude, stop. Look, and this is another thing, another point that it brings me to. It doesn't matter. All right, let's just say that those statistics are correct and more white people get killed by black people. It doesn't matter, bro, because black people are still scared.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter because this is how black people feel.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, fuck the numbers. But, like, and I'm not even trying to, like, talk for a black person. I'm really not, man. I'm not trying to say, like.
Nah, you're good.
But, like, what I'm saying is, like, what I infer, what I see from black people on social media, they feel this way. They feel scared. They don't, like, I can talk to a cop. I can walk and be like, hey, how you doing? And he'll be like, hey.
Yeah.
You know? And, like.
Yeah. Man, when I first, dude, before I even started driving, like, I had to have the talk about interacting police officers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just me being like a
that's-
black kid, like,
And I never had that conversation.
because my parents they didn't want me shot
Yeah.
because of my pride.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Even though you had a valid license and you
but
might
they
have
knew.
been speeding,
They knew,
you
though.
know.
And
I mean, and
it's
that's
crazy, man, that we're still here.
And man, I just want to reiterate, like I was saying, even though, let's just say those statistics are completely true, man, it doesn't matter because black people are still intimidated by police. They feel helpless when who's gonna back them up if the law is not
I'm
backing
telling
them
you,
up?
man. So, like, I'm just like, it's gonna take the police department to, like, literally, they have to just
Hold really, like, dude, you know what?
Because do they want to really do? Is that what they really trying to do? They act like they don't know what happens when you push somebody, like, to the limit.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, I'm thinking, man, is they're just, I don't know, man. Something like, if they don't give, then we're gonna go, like, into martial law, or they're gonna try to initiate it, and then that.
Yeah, I don't
know if is the government that stupid that they want to go to war with the people. Are they that stupid?
Yeah,
You know what
dude,
I'm
to be
saying?
honest with you, my answer to that is no. I don't really think Donald
No.
wants that.
I don't think
Dude,
so.
and look, man, I got to say this about Donald, bro. All right, to all my people, I am not like a Donald Trump hater, okay? I'm really not.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few reasons, but the main reason is, bro, if he fails, if he does a bad job, bro, we all lose. Why would you not want him to win? Do you know what I'm saying? Does that kind of make
Yeah, it
sense?
does.
He's a dick. I know he is, bro.
Yeah,
But
but we still, like, gotta rely on them.
it's like people were cheering for him to lose, but if he loses, that's gonna affect you.
That's right, man.
I mean, I'm just saying that's like
Yeah,
a whole
yeah,
nother
yeah.
thing. But
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also,
yeah.
dude, he
You're right.
started out on the right foot with specifically the George Floyd thing. He went on the news and someone asked him about him. He was like, "Yeah, I saw the video. I did not like." He said this multiple times. He said, "I did not like what I saw. I'm gonna make sure that they investigate it. I'm gonna get the FBI involved." Then
Yeah.
the next day he throws out the thugs tweet, and I was like, "Bro, you
I seen
you
that.
literally
Yeah,
could have
yeah,
not
yeah.
said anything, man."
I seen that.
And you still bro, he was already up, and then he just took 2 steps back, like, bro. And then
And he said something about why don't y'all just shoot them or like put them in jail
he said
or
when
something.
the looting starts, the shooting starts.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to what we were saying about who is starting this bullshit. White people. The white people, the white Antifa people are ruined. They're diminishing the whole movement.
There's countless videos of like black people telling
they're
people
like, dude,
to
no,
stop.
stop.
To
Like,
stop,
bro,
dude. There's videos of people like, you know, making a human chain to like protect like the doors of
like
like
the
retailers
windows
and stuff.
And like, man, and Donald tweeted Antifa, he wanted to call Antifa a terrorist organization. People were, look, you know what Antifa stands for? Anti-fascist, which yes, fascism is very bad, but they're like hiding behind this like cloak. They're like Two-Face.
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
they're like, no, we stand for good shit, but then they just
you're
want to
getting
see
paid.
total. They're getting paid, and they want to see total anarchy and just lawlessness, fucking GTA world.
That's right,
you know?
like some purge.
Yeah, and like the Antifa people, from what I mean, I could be totally wrong, but from what I'm seeing doing through just my like research, I guess, is dude, they are coming from out of state to cause all this shit, and then. All right, whenever a brick gets thrown at a window, all right, it's time for the cops to step in. I mean, am I wrong?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
But I
like
think,
when a brick gets thrown, shouldn't you be like, all right, people, time to get out of here? Do you understand? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do.
And then
because I don't really. I mean, that's like a good point. I think that the cops, man.
I mean, but
I
also
want to
they're,
say
they're,
that
they're so they're protesting police brutality, and then they're using more police brutality in the.
Man, like I feel like most cops, they're like, man, I can't see myself being a cop.
Yeah.
So
no.
I can only come from my perspective on this, okay? But if you're a cop and you're not doing it like we was saying, like for the right reasons,
the right way,
yeah, then you're just like confused about everything that's going on right now.
Just stroking your ego.
Yeah,
too.
you're
like,
either
no.
confused or you're sinister. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So I feel like I don't know how they put cops out there in the front line. If you like volunteer or if they just
they're
draw
like,
numbers out the hat,
like,
I doubt they do that.
Yeah, no, they probably assign people.
Of course,
like,
and then why wouldn't
whoever's
you,
working today, you got riot duty.
Why wouldn't you
whatever.
assign the dudes that you know gonna get the job done? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do, man. I do.
And I think, and that's just the police department, okay? Like the police department, it started off of slave catchers.
Yeah, I saw.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember who it was, but I saw someone speak about it. That's interesting.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So it's always been like
that's really,
ingrained. That's all I'm saying. Like, so,
and that shit just doesn't go away overnight, man.
Hell no, it don't.
We still like. I'm trying to think, man. I don't know, man.
bro.
That shit doesn't go away. Like, think about the Middle East, man. They hate white people. They hate. You know, like white people would just. Well, and I wouldn't even say just white people. They hate Americans.
Yeah, Americans.
Not just.
Yeah.
I mean, because you know we got military members who are everything, but like, dude, they hate us, man, and. The people who are fighting now weren't even there at the beginning of all that shit, you know? So it's really not even their fault. Now they're just kind of like trying to keep it over there, you know?
That's right. But I'll tell you, like, the good thing, man, about being an American, like, as much as it sucks right now, like,
yeah, or at least we think it does.
at least we think it does.
Yeah.
Like, we're slick ahead mentally on the whole world order.
Dude, we can speak up. Bro, China,
You know what I mean?
dog, you know the same shit is going on in Hong Kong? Have you been reading about this Hong Kong protest?
Mm-mm.
Dude, I have been trying to tell people since fucking October. Okay. Hong Kong is like Puerto Rico is to the US. Okay, it's like a territory.
Yeah.
Hong Kong wants independence. Okay, they want a democracy. All right, China's like, no, you are a part of China. What the fuck are you talking about? All right. So they've been having these like pro democracy protests and shit since like October and flying the American flag and shit. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to like so literally, and it refired like now, like today. It's still going on, bro. Think about how much more fucked up shit goes on in China because they can't post shit online.
Yeah.
Bro, who's to say that they're not just like, all right, fuck it, get the
That's right.
Just-
Like I'm telling you, man. I'm
like, oh
telling
no,
you.
oh fuck communism. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll show you
That's
fuck
what I'm saying.
communism.
Because you gonna put you ain't gonna put Billy, who just started, you know what I mean, like this year. You gonna put your
Yeah.
top dog that y'all go out to eat with, and you know he gonna get the job done.
But you know
what I'm saying. So
I'm hopeful though for our future because I feel like it's more likely in America for cops to be held accountable. You know, it's now like
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
all these cases that have just been random. They're just cold cases. You know, they just stopped investigating, like or they got away with it, like Trayvon. You know, they got away with it, but I feel like now and today we can ban, bro. Literally, Twitter and Instagram got justice for George Floyd.
yeah,
You
I
know,
know, and
like-
that's amazing. But think about how long internet has been around.
Facts, like 25 years,
Bro,
something like that.
yeah,
Since,
so,
like
like,
mid-90s.
This shit ain't new to my grandfather.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean?
Not at
He
all.
been had friends die. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? For looking at a white lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
been. So, I mean,
People
shoot.
don't realize. People think that 1955 was a long time ago.
Bro, it is
That
not.
that's no.
I'm like, bro, yeah, people
People don't realize.
we just don't realize it because we're so young. You know what I
Look,
mean?
I'll tell you another thing too, man. People don't realize how young our country is.
Yeah, bro, we're the youngest.
We might be the youngest in the whole world.
Yeah, we are the youngest.
And somehow, like, man,
you know
literally,
what I mean?
China is a country that has been around since BC.
Yeah, bro.
Since
Can
the
you-
beginning, since before
Bro.
year one.
Can you even imagine wiping out a total country? Okay, and then just like establishing like your own, like, you know what I mean? Like we see
Yeah.
like China, they got the Great Wall there.
Yeah,
So
and
they
they've done
got culture there, but we see no culture of like Native Americans here, like
Dude,
at
facts.
all, bro. There's no
You know,
mounds, nothing.
Let's think that. Let's expand on that. So in America, I've said this before. I can't remember which episode, but we talked about how basically that, like, all right, you go to like somewhere like France, they got the Eiffel Tower. It's hundreds of years old, or not even. That's more modern. But let's just go down to like Mexico. All right, South America. You got like those ancient ruins and stuff, and like they're Native Americans,
Everything,
low
yeah,
key.
of course.
But
yeah.
you don't have that here, man.
Nothing.
The oldest buildings we have is like a house built in 1880.
Right,
We
right,
got
because-
the Civil War memorial thing
Yeah,
in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, they want people to like remember to think that that's like when life started.
That's where it
or
started.
Like, or slavery.
Yeah,
that's when
yeah,
that's when
yeah.
America started. But no, bro.
No.
Like
No.
there was people living here way before
The
that.
first slave ship got here 1619.
Yeah, 1619. You know what I mean? So
That's 400 years
That's not-
almost to the year.
bro, yeah.
401 years.
Yes, bro, 400 years.
And we only see 150 years of history in the U.S. But you go down south to Mexico, and dude, you literally have pyramids
bro,
and ruins.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
And look at just the pyramids in Egypt, bro. We're talking thousands of years
Thousands,
old.
bro. Thousands.
And we can only account for stuff that's 150. But that also goes to show just how young our country is too,
Mhm.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Our country's 250 years old,
Yeah.
roughly.
So I mean, we
Yeah.
have a lot to work to do, but I mean, we just need to know like knowledge is power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
We need
people
we need to
need
stop
to-
trying to pick a side, bro. There is no side.
yeah, like
Look,
don't
even-
relate to it. Like just learn.
Yes.
Don't
even-
relate to it. Just like learn and like know so you won't be making the mistake. You know what I'm
And-
saying?
Even if you don't, or even if you're one of those people who agree with the numbers, why are you still okay with police brutality in general? Why are you not? Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, this is like,
Dude,
people don't think. People think, look, bro, I'm only going like one more layer.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not even that thinking. That's not
Yeah,
even that deep
that's
where
right,
I'm going.
that's right,
I'm just
that's
putting
right.
one extra thought into what I'm seeing on my square box,
Yeah.
or my tiny square box
Yeah.
that I hold. You know.
We're gonna have to we're gonna have to get somebody on here that can like, cause I'm not opposed to anybody. You feel me? So like I wanna know the thoughts of someone who condones police brutality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would like to know like what you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
why do you think
Why do you
like
think
people
that's-
deserve to get killed,
I think
murdered in the street?
I
You know
think
what I mean?
that, well, it wouldn't even be called police brutality, but I think that it's okay for a cop to retaliate when he's defending himself, but not not
Dude,
uncalled for violence.
Have you seen like these pictures of people like kneeling on each other's neck?
Yes, bro.
Like
what the?
that's what I'm saying. We need to get one of them on here.
Yeah, dude. Please enlighten me, bro. Please enlighten me.
Cause I'm like, I
And
don't,
they're
I
the
don't. Do
same-
you really think he was doing nothing wrong? Like, dude died out there.
He had a knee in the back of his neck.
They was trying to say he was on drugs already, and he
Yeah,
OD'd
I know.
on the spot.
What do you mean? He was panicking so hard, bro, because he knew
Dude,
that, bro, and there was a video right before that too, and they were just beating the fuck out of him in the car for a fake $20 bill, bro.
come on now.
If anything,
shit was
look,
personal.
They already had him in the car.
That shit
You know
was
what I'm saying,
personal,
bro?
bro.
If all right, bro, if you're gonna take him to jail, and you roughed him up and you got him in the car, stuff him in there, lock the doors, we're going downtown. Take him downtown,
Right.
okay? Why'd you pull him back out?
That's so crazy.
Like, he was probably a big dude, and like
That's so
maybe
crazy.
it maybe took, man. I just
amazing.
and like another thing I want to say about just those people who we were talking about who were taking these pictures with the knee on their neck, bro. I bet you most of these motherfuckers have a cross on their neck.
For
Dude,
sure.
Listen to this, Dalton. Jesus wasn't white. You motherfuckers.
Dude,
Jesus wasn't white. And you're wearing a cross.
bro, look, I'm still amazed that to this day there were some people that still don't know that.
Dude,
I'll be like, wait, you didn't know that already?
he
It's
was
2020.
he was a little brown. He
It's
was
2020.
not Caucasian.
Are you even reading the book? You know what I'm saying?
Let's just think about geography, man. He never left the Middle
Bro,
East.
but that's what you were saying about, you know what I mean, people, you know what I mean, that are like biased about like their own views.
Confirmation bias, man.
Confirmation
like, you're
bias.
wearing a cross to symbolize a man named Jesus Christ who died for your sins thousands of years ago, and you have this platform. So basically you're saying you hate Jesus. If you're not like anti-racist, you know who Logan Paul is? He's like a social media guy. He's like he's goofy as fuck. He's like a YouTuber, but he has a podcast.
I might have to see him.
He made a really good point. He was saying, it's 2020. It's not enough to just not be racist. You have to be anti-racist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, I feel like that. I
Yeah.
didn't really think about it until then, because like, yeah, you're like, oh
Yeah,
no,
'cause
I personally don't do anything wrong. So like, no, dude, you have to like call people out
That's
on their
right.
bullshit.
That's right. Because really, not to speak is speaking, bro. Like if you,
That's
like,
true.
like
And
the-
I didn't
like
understand
dudes,
that
yeah,
until
bro.
recently. I
Like,
really didn't.
If you just like whatever, you know what I mean? Because honestly, like laws don't get changed until like
Someone's like, hey, this is fucked
till
up.
till the lighter shades of people start speaking up. That's when shit starts changing. Because
Yeah.
like they don't give a fuck about the darker people. Like
Yeah, man.
it's the lighter shades, bro.
Man.
Like once they start like speaking up, like even with weed. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like if you, I was watching this documentary on Netflix. It's called something 420. But if you type in 420, it'll come up, and it's talking about the whole history of like weed and how like this guy who used to go by like Satchmo used to smoke weed. He was this professional jazz player on the horn. and he would always get arrested and stuff. And he was even writing about having a medical card because he's like, yo, I need this to play.
Yeah.
Like, so he was writing like his mayor trying to get a medical card and stuff. But like, it wasn't until actually the hippies and stuff started getting in trouble.
Man.
You know what I mean? And they started like marching, and you know, laws start changing, man. So like, you know, the power is in our hands, like right now.
It is, man.
You know what I mean? It's in our hands, but we just gotta, like you said, speak up. You know what I mean? And don't just be like,
dude, you don't. Not every white person needs to like get on. And this is also what what I was talking about, just tweeting. It's a little more than tweeting, man. You don't have to go write a creative essay, write a newspaper story. You know what I'm saying? And like also, it's just virtue signaling, man. It's just like. I don't know, man. So I want to ask you this. I asked Monte and Psalms, what can a white person do? And I guess that kind of answers it. But like, what are some more thoughts that you can give me, like, in today's time? What do you want from a white person? You know?
Okay, so like, look, the first thing that they don't want people to realize, and it's just ingrained in us so much, but what we need to realize is that black and white is not a thing. Okay? It is made up. It's a color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Black
no
is
different than green and red. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, the only reason we call each other that is because ever since grade school, whenever we was like taking tests and stuff, we would have to mark it.
The bubble.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even on my driver's license, even at, you know, my job, I had to pick out of 5 choices. Like, there's only 5 countries.
But think about this. This is a whole nother. There's 5 countries. This is like tribes. This is like a whole nother thing. But gender, you can basically plead the fifth on gender. But why do I have to put my race?
Yeah,
but I don't have to. I can say non.
Right. Yeah. Why is that even relevant in the first place? But if you are gonna make the bubble, at least give me every country in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Instead of just
black, white,
black, Caucasian, Pacific Islander.
Like, come on.
And Hispanic.
Hispanic. What?
That's it. But there's so many
like,
in between.
What? That's what I'm saying. What if I have a son in Mexico? Like,
dude, also think about this. I saw a video. Man, this was trippy. I saw a video of this white dude on TikTok. Someone like, he's African American. Mm-hmm. He's from South Africa, and he lives in America. He's a white man that looks like me. He's like, why are you guys mad at me for saying I'm African American? Exactly. He's like, I am. Like, African American doesn't mean black.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because that's saying a Canadian zebra. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you move a zebra to Canada, it doesn't make it a Canadian zebra. Like, idiots. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's just been like ingrained in us like for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we gotta realize that that's not a thing. Like, my great grandmother, R.I.P., she passed last year. You know what I mean? She lived to 99.
90s? Ooh.
Yeah.
So, dude, she
seen a lot of stuff.
Did you get to have some good conversations with her?
Yeah, dude. And she was telling me, like,
where did she live?
She lived in West Tennessee.
Okay, like
her whole life, and her parents were like sharecroppers. You know what I mean? So they really still worked on a plantation.
Ah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so they just worked on somebody else's land in their own little shack on the land, and they was able to like have a family and like, you know, save money, even go out of town and stuff. But like when it was time come back to work, but they was still only working for pennies, you know.
Yeah.
But besides the fact, she was telling me that there used to be a paper bag test. This is before black and white, all right? Paper bag test, dog, and like they would put it on the fucking if you was lighter than it, then you could come inside. And her husband at the time, he was super dark. So
like, shit.
Yeah, but she could go in because her mother was raped by her master, so that's why my great grandmother, super light skinned. So she was able to like go in places and stuff. But
Myleena's dad is like a quarter white and black, and her mom is Asian. So
Oh, okay.
some people don't even know she's black. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And Myleena's dad had her when he was older,
Mm-hmm.
and his parents had him when they were older too. So Myleena's great grandmother was a slave.
Right. See, that's crazy.
That's
See, so how can you even like?
Myleena's.
They should just get rid of the whole like race thing, but that's the only thing that fuels us emotionally as like a country. You know what I mean? Like we need to realize, bro, that there's no
divide
such
and conquer.
thing as black and white.
Divide and conquer, bro. They can't conquer without the divide, bro. If we come together, then dude, they can't tell us what to do. They can't.
Bro, how is this supposed to
conquer.
be a melting pot? And then like you still got black and white. Like it's contradicting.
It
you know
really
what I
is,
mean?
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man.
so that's the first thing, man, like that we gotta like realize. You know what I mean? Because like if you associate with black, then that's good. If you associate with white, then that's good. But like we have to, you know what I mean, move like past that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta like move past that and see how they are using that like against us.
Even the white people. They're
Yeah.
even using it
Yeah, because that's
against the white people because all right.
because you get you get like the privilege. Like that was the deal with America. Like during like the slaves, then like the slave plantation times is if you were white and you were in Europe somewhere, then you could if you could
come
make
get some
it
land.
here,
Yeah, you got free land.
yeah, we'll make sure that you're not doing what that dude is doing. At least
Free land and a couple slaves.
yeah,
And you got a
and
booming
free
business.
land and free livestock. So like
And
you know what I'm saying,
just
and
to get it settled.
that was the deal, and like that's what Trump means about making it great again is like getting that deal back. Like that was the initial reason. You know what I mean? It's try to.
Yeah, I know what
You
you're
know
saying.
what I'm saying?
I do.
Like that
I
was
do.
the initial. That was the initial agreement. Because I mean, we see it now. It's just Hispanic people are the new blacks.
Dude,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a good point, man. Dude, I always have these thoughts too, bro. Hispanic people, bro, they are the Native Americans. You know, like,
Yeah.
bro, the Mexicans
Yeah.
are the real
Yeah,
Native
they're the
Americans.
closest. Yeah, they are. They are.
Like, you know,
They
like
are.
you think of like, all right, you got your American Cherokees and stuff, like, and like the reservations in Oklahoma, but no, dude.
Yeah.
Really look at the Mexicans. They're
That's
like
right.
tan.
You study that.
They're real tan. They got the black hair.
I'm telling you.
You know?
You study like they eat beans and corn,
Yes.
rice, like all these vegetables that like the natives were able to like dry out and like preserve. You know what I mean? We know they were worshiping corn, and they got corn tortillas and all type of shit.
for yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I wonder what. Okay, so you know, all right. Let's just. This is. It's not really my opinion. I think it's fact. The cartel, like the violence and all the stuff that comes with the cartel, that's real bad.
Mhm.
Okay. What Donald was trying to say, all right, without, you know how he is. He's not well spoken. But what he was trying to
Yeah.
say, the build the wall thing was, let's not have the cartel come here. You know, he
Yeah,
could have said
yeah,
that
yeah,
and they
yeah,
still
yeah.
would have clapped and yelled.
Yeah.
But the way he said it was wrong. Okay?
Yeah.
But why I'm saying that is I wonder what started that.
I don't
I wonder
know.
what made the cartel be what it is in like Mexico and South America.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like how did it like Hispanic and like Latino culture turn into like just moving drugs and just
man?
why is there no law down there? It seems like
I don't know. I feel like it's more of like, you know, the law. They like have a law, but I think it's more like in the culture.
Yeah, that's what
But we just don't have that
yeah.
here. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
don't have like certain laws that your great granddaddy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whenever they started this land, you know what I mean? It was ingrained.
It's different.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just like something like we don't know about. Like
Yeah.
we don't know about. But like, I mean, I feel like for the most part, man, the cartel, they get like a violent rep, but I know like they're for the people.
No, for their people.
Yeah, for their people.
I know what you're
You know
saying.
what I mean?
It's like
Yeah.
some Robin Hood
Right,
shit.
right, for sure.
It's like
for
some
sure.
They're like,
I mean, yo, I fucked with Robin Hood, but
let's just think though.
I mean, but I feel you because the mafia was on the same thing here.
For sure. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man.
But I feel what you said.
It's such a weird situation, man. Because, I mean, bro, you even go back to Obama's presidency, bro, and he was doing a lot of fucking weird shit at the border.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, man. There was some weird shit at the border. I mean, dude, his administration, you know the ICE camps?
Yeah.
His administration started that. Where they literally have families in cages and shit, like a concentration camp.
Yeah, like the little.
That's happening right now, people. There's like 200 Mexicans, illegal Mexican people who are quote unquote illegal, but
Yeah, man.
you know, who are in a cage.
Yeah, man. Obama
just waiting to get processed.
Yeah, he was. People like voted for him like for the wrong reason.
He was a cool guy, but like let's just think about who we want. Man, he was
Emotion, bro. Like that's
I know.
what got Obama.
He was
Obama, and that's what got Trump. Like
think about this though.
strictly.
Let's just take a step back and look at who was at the tippity top. They were like, yo, let's throw a black guy in there. They're gonna eat that
They're
up.
gonna win.
And then they were like, Obama, you better fucking do what the fuck we say. And they were like, look, guys, we let a black guy be president.
That's right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
They were like, we don't mean any harm.
Yeah,
we let a black guy in there.
He can only like do right. You know what I mean? Because like that kind of like let the people
guys,
gave people their guard down a little bit.
Just listen to what he said. Do what he says.
But you see like videos, he was already talking about like this whole pandemic.
Yeah, he
during
had
his
the
presidency,
H1N1.
like,
I want to bring up this too. So we talked about the thugs thing that Trump said.
mm-hmm.
Obama said the same shit in 2015 about the Missouri riots.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What?
He said people who are destroying property and stuff, he
They
said
need to
you're
be-
nothing but a bunch of criminals and thugs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you can take whoever's listening to that. I'm not going to expand on it anymore, but I'm just saying that is facts. I saw a video. It was 2015, right after like one of the same
Mm-hmm.
deal happened. A unarmed black man was killed, and people
Right.
were rioting in Ferguson, Missouri, I think.
Right.
And right after that, because then people were like, I think people like destroyed some cop cars and stuff, and he was like, whoever's doing this is a bunch of criminals and thugs.
Mhm.
So I'm not saying just because he said it was right,
Yeah.
you know, but let's just be fair. Let's make some sense.
Yeah.
Let's just make some sense, people. Like, I'm not even going that far, you know.
Yeah.
People just take shit, just what's in front of them, and just take it. But like, no, we need to fact check it. We need to like to put some context to some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
You're
like,
right. You're right. Because
man.
not a lot of people, and that's the danger of this whole social media, is because people are thinking that they're getting facts
yeah, man.
from like, you know what I mean?
Just
these
because
secondary
a blue check did it. You know, even
Bro,
the news, man.
I'm telling you, media is like, you know what I mean? It can be manipulated
Yeah.
so easy. And like with the 5G coming, that's going to like actually make like digital animation more real. You know what I mean?
Have you seen Lion King?
Yeah.
As if Lion King wasn't
Real enough.
Yeah.
That 5G is going to make it real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like with that being said, I mean the technology, I mean you just got to do your own research. You got to check your sources, man.
You do. And man, like I was saying about the makes sense, and like I was saying about the Trump supporters who are using statistics when their whole platform is fuck the news.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man, you got anything else you want to say? We're at an hour
Yeah,
10.
No, man. I just appreciate you having me on here,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Like,
No problem, man.
I said, man, putting the pedestal up, man.
I'm just trying to.
That's awesome, man. That's a responsibility that a lot of people like don't want to do.
Yeah, and I'm trying to use. I mean, I don't have a giant platform, but you know, I want to. Man, because like I could have had someone on here and we could have just been joking and laughing the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But like today, at least in this week or the next few weeks, we need to have these kind of conversations. And like, you know, I had DJ on here
Mm-hmm.
and Monte and Psalms. They're all black men. I wanted to
Mhm.
get you in here and just kind
Mhm.
of just be like, hey guys, listen to him.
Right.
Maybe he can teach you something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I can turn one person, if I can make one more person make sense,
That's
then
right.
you know that's
That's
it. Man.
right.
I'm
That's
just
right.
trying to like give a platform, and not just send out tweets.
That's right.
You know, like let's chat, let's talk,
That's right. That's right.
because so much of that text, the tweets, and there you don't see facial expressions, you don't hear
Mhm.
voice inflection. You know, a lot of that shit gets lost in translation. You know, you don't actually see like emotion with the tweets.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right. That's right.
And
That's
like
right.
with
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
you can, and also
It
you
like
see a tweet.
desensitizes you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it desensitizes you. You see that tweet, 10 seconds later, it might take you, and then you're on to the next one. We spent a whole hour expanding and kind of explaining and going in depth, you know,
Mhm.
instead of taking 7 seconds.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
next post.
like-
Oh, next post.
Yeah, you're
Like
not
it-
gonna know it all through
No.
a 7-second video.
No.
like,
Shit, man. I appreciate you coming on. This was episode 48.
that's a good episode, man.
40.
but
Yeah, dude. I really enjoyed it.
heck yeah, man. Guys, just do your research.
yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Make some sense.